Good morning or afternoon or evening, whatever time you're tuning in. My name is April. This is the Frugal Planner channel, and I am in a Pen and Gear steno notebook. It's Greg ruled, micro perforated, and it has 100 sheets. It's 6x9. If this is your first time here, welcome. If this is a return trip for you, welcome back. So I had some members ask for a dashboard setup in this actual notebook. So I'm going to try to do that today. I'm going to grab my Pen and Gear ruler. And then I have my Energel liquid gel. It's a 07 that I'm going to be using for the paper itself, for writing on the paper. The first thing I always do when I'm trying to come up with a dashboard layout is I count how many lines are on the page. So let's do that really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24, which I think we're going to do probably 8. 24, is that right? Because I want four on each side. So if I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I don't think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. So what if we did, see, this is why I always measure these out before I get on film. Number one, math ain't mathin' for me, especially at 5:20 in the morning. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Skip a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip a row. Why does that sound like a song from Chicago the musical? Skip a row, right? Like you can hear it now that I say it, skip a row. I don't know, skip a row. I don't know. So I'm gonna go in here. I am going to do this in pencil. 2 reasons. I like the way a pencil ruler looks more faint than an actual black line from the pen. It'll give the page a little bit more visual texture as you're looking at it, because we'll have 2 different colors, 2 different dimensions that our eyes will focus on. Dun, 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 dun. And if I mess up, I can erase it. Quick fix. Put this around here. I am, how wide are these? About a 1. So that's gonna come up right about to there. Perfect. So then there's a couple of things you could do from here. I like to have my Saturday and Sunday together, like across from each other. So that means Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday. And then we've got this funky one here. You can put anything you want in here. I would probably put meals and then list off what meals I would have for the week. You could put in anything. You could do a notes section. You could do a weekly priority section. You could do a goals section. Anything could go in here. Anything at all. But for now, I'm going to leave that blank. I am going to go in here. Monday. And as I'm writing this, think about all of the pre-dated, pre-printed planners you've ever used. Like the dates and stuff like that are usually in a lighter shade of black, so a light gray, kind of so they blend in a little bit more. And then your penmanship, your handwriting, your pen that you've decided to use stands out even more. So if we think about that while we're dating the page, that's kind of what this looks like. We're using a lighter color of gray. We're using a pencil. You could absolutely use a marker if you wanted to. That's completely fine. You can even use your ballpoint pen. If you don't have a pencil, just use your pen. So then we've got our days of the week marked out here. Over here, I'm going to put meals, because that is normally what I would put on a weekly to mark off. I would also put the dates on here. So let's say we're going with the 11th. Perfect. Also, can we talk about how fast this year's going by? It just became August. Like, it was just August, and now we are on the 33rd week of the year. Somebody stop. All right, so then I'm going to go in with my pen. And I'm going to write in here, maybe, shrimp tacos. Ramen salad. Baked potato. So those are the three that I'm going to leave. Also, I am not loving how this pen is currently filling on this paper. It's dragging a bit. I don't know if it is the film on the paper, but I am not loving it. So I'm going to switch over to my pen and gear. This is also a 0.7 or a 0.7. And I really like that. Hold on. Wes went on an early ride this morning. And by early, I mean he was gone by 4:30. I just need to check and make sure that the cats aren't causing hate and discontent already. Okay, they look good. So for Monday, I know I have to work, but I also have an 11 a.m. appointment. So I'm going to put 11 a.m. here. It's actually a training. And I'm going to put training. And then on Friday, 4 p.m., I have a meeting. Those are the only two things I have that are like time priority wise. I know Friday I want to get fuel on my way home. So I'm going to list that out. Monday, I want to stop by the P.O. box. And that can be either before or after work, whichever works. And then Tuesday, we need to start cleaning out the grandkids' room because we're redoing it. We've got snap together padded flooring for them so that as they're playing and stuff, it's a nice bouncy place for them to play. We got bunk beds to install, and I'm going to repaint. So we have a chalkboard wall in there that's black chalkboard, gray chalkboard, dark gray. And I want to repaint it to the off-white colored chalkboard paint. I know that sounds different. It is different. Reason being, it's a smaller room, and I think I've talked about this before. It's a smaller room, and I want to kind of open it up. So everything in the room will be off-white and white based, including the flooring. It's a lighter beige color. So I can add pops of rainbow color. I can add pops of like Spider-Man and whatever they're into at the moment. But the base is going to be very light and bright, and I'm really, really excited for it. So we need to get the room cleaned out. And then we've got some bigger pieces of furniture in the closet in that room because we've used it as kind of a storage kids room. So we need to just clean it out. And then in there, Wes's grandpa had made a gun cabinet, and Wes refinished it and put like a glass front in it. So I think he's going to refurbish it and make it into a fly fishing rod holder so he can display some of his fly fishing rods, which I think is so cool. So this is going to be the gun cabinet remodel. I think that'll be really, really pretty. It doesn't lock, so there's no way to secure any firearms in it, and it's just not safe. So that's why we were both trying to talk about it, because we didn't want to. It's a beautiful piece of furniture, and his grandpa made it, and his grandpa is no longer with us. So it's a great, great piece. And so we were kind of throwing around ideas like how can we incorporate it into the living room or the dining room? You know, could we put shelves in it? We could put, you know, china in it, that kind of stuff. And then I'm like, what about all your fishing rods? That would be like, if we're going to showcase something, that would be awesome. And he's like, I love that idea. So that is the plan for that. Also on Wednesday, Netflix. Are you guys watching Wednesday Addams? Another show I got into this week was Sullivan's Crossing on Netflix. I'm enjoying it. I am at the part where, so a while ago, I would say 5 years ago, 6 years ago, time is a warp. It could be longer. Maybe 6 years ago, my dad was diagnosed with Wernicke's disease. And so it's weird when I see it on a show or television or anything, or the radio or whatever, or read it in a book. I had never heard of this. It's not something that's common. And so on this show, they have mentioned it, and I'm like, oh, I know exactly what Wernicke's is. It's a lack of vitamin B1. I mean, it's a whole thing. There's more to it than that, but it causes memory loss, and it can be brought on by alcoholism. So anyway, that was like a moment I was having as I was watching it before I started filming, and I was like, oh, Wernicke's. I know exactly what that is, and I know exactly what it does to the patient or the person. Yeah. Anyway, so I guess trigger warning, if you have been through or know someone with Wernicke's and you're watching Sullivan's Crossing right now, just know that that may pop up in the future. So prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. What else have I got? Oh, you guys, I need to start practicing Spanish. I'm going to make a Spanish notebook, because why not? The other Spanish notebook that I made is full. So I need to make another one so that I can continue my Spanish training. Eventually, I'd love to do a Spanish plan with me, like where I talk Spanish and we plan in Spanish. I'm not there yet. Oh my gosh, I'm not there at all. So what do you think? As we're looking at this, we have our dashboard set up with our days of the week, and then we've got this part here that you can put anything you want in there. Anything you want. Sky is the limit. And yeah, I feel like there's plenty of room. And if you needed more room, you could write small enough to fit, like I did here, one thing, or yeah, 2 lines in one, because it's a little bit wider. I feel like these are a little bit wider rows, which is nice. If you wanted to add pops of color, you could absolutely do that too. I could go in here with the lavender, and I could do like a circle there, because I know that's something I need to get or need to do, like a checkbox. Same with that one, and then same with this one. So that kind of draws my eye to, oh, those are important things. And then I could go in here with the lighter blue if I wanted to, and I could outline the training so that those stood out a little bit more. So you could absolutely add color to it if you wanted to, or leave it just like this, just like that. Let me know down in the comments what you think. I hope you have an amazing day. I love you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.